Hi friends, how's it going? My name's Miriam and I'm a poet, amongst other things, and I'm sitting, ta-da, in an armchair, hence the armchair poet. Now I wanted to share with you a piece today that, it's a complex piece. I wrote it about maybe 7 or 8 years ago, and when I first wrote it, I didn't publish it. I just sent it to a few friends who I thought might find it useful or important. And then I sent it to a few more people, and they sent it to a couple of people, and I began to realize that the experience of writing it, or the experience I was writing out of, was perhaps more common than I had thought, or more important to talk about than I had thought. So I decided to put it in one of my books. So it's in my second book called The Weight of Hope. There's the title. And you can message me if you want a copy. And I've been on quite a journey in writing this piece, and since writing this piece, and this poem has been on quite a journey. It's changed shape a few times, and but it's landed here, in this book, with the title Blessing. And it goes like this. I threw myself to the floor in the feminine supplies section of the megastore of life. I chucked a hissy fit, screaming and yelling, kicking tampons from the shelves, beating the floor with my fists, the ultimate in supermarket tantrums. I yelled at God, at the universe, at life, at the top of my lungs, screaming about how angry I was and how frustrated. See, here I was in the feminine supplies aisle, but the most often advertised supply was nowhere to be seen. My Mr. Right. It isn't fair, I wailed. Why does everyone else get one, but I don't? Have I failed some test? She and I are so alike, but apparently she had something that I didn't. And all this talk about being complete alone and not needing no man, it sounds sweet and all, but I've never been able to shake this ache. Everyone else gets someone to play footsies and finger twister with. Everyone else's lesson seems to be how to live life with a partner, or how to work in pairs, or even how to maintain boundaries and stay chaste. But I don't even get the chance to be effing chaste. Pun intended. Outside of my mind, of course. And what is my lesson? Wait. Or trust. How do they get to learn about the ethics of kissing, and I get effing trust? I keep yelling, crying hot, angry little tears, ignoring the awkward stares, or worse, the logical voices of the masses about God and time and relationships. Finally, I lie still, exhausted and angry and frustrated and numb, in the feminine supplies aisle of the supermarket of life, surrounded by knocked down packs of pads. In a little while, Jesus comes, picking his way carefully through the scattered mess of high fluid retention capacity extra long overnight with wings. And then he sits down on the ground next to me. His back to the Libras, and he strokes my hair as I sniffle into the floor. I know, he sighs. It sucks. And that was all. The end. I hope you liked that one. It's one of my favourites, despite being the complex piece that it is, and the journey that it's gone on, and the journey that I've gone on. And it certainly gets a whole lot of interesting responses, so I'd love to hear yours and what you think. But one of the interesting responses has been a couple of people, who shall remain unnamed, who asked me if this actually happened, if I really did throw a tantrum in the middle of a supermarket somewhere, which was concerning to me, because apparently that means that I'm the type of person who would do that, or who people think would do that. So just to clarify, that's all metaphor. There is no supermarket tantrums for me, at least not since I was a toddler, and I don't think I was crying about that when I was a toddler. Anyway, I'd love to hear how you're doing this week and how you're going in life, whether it's with someone, without someone, whether you want someone, whether you don't want someone, and what it is that's bringing you joy and laughter. But I hope, no matter how you're going, that you know that no matter your relationship status or anything else, that you are fully seen and fully known, and fully loved. I'll chat to you next time. Bye.